drug abuse, alcoholism, and even cases of technology that is failing our children. I want to ask our men, please don't kill our women. Please don't kill them. And I ask the women, please take care of these, your husbands, if you are married. And if you are in an affair, please get out of this love triangle. And be always truthful. And I know the chief guest has problems with this. In the National Assembly, you're aware, Mheshimiwa, I've always been coming in with cases. What is happening here in Kericho? Why are our women being killed? Starting from Soin, going to Kipkelion, going to Pureti. And we also have cases of children. Children being abused. Today, may I speak here? As we celebrate the graduation, may we end those cases, because it is bringing us down in our county, and it is bringing us down in our constituencies. And through your administration, the chiefs and the village elders, I want to appreciate you, the chief guest, because the last time I came with a case of a village elder who was killed, at least you've taken action, though we have not reached the conclusion. I know you have an authority, and whatever directive you give to the chiefs and the administration, our village managers will be taken care of. I want to add this before I conclude. I want to bless you, graduates, today. As you go out, go and succeed. As you go out, go and look forward. Move to the next level. I know from here we are going to Singapore. From here you've already started going to Singapore. And because of that, as a mother of this county, I am the county MP. I am blessing you. This is one of the greatest graduations that I've attended in the recent past for the TFET. Yesterday we were in prayers, national prayer breakfast, and the president pronounced himself. And I want to let all of us know. The president said, 2027 is in the hands of God. 2027 is in the hands of God. And he said, we pray for the country. And I stand here asking all of us to pray for the country. And as we pray for the country, I know here we are saying 2 terms for the president. And not only here, the whole country is saying 2 terms for the president. He has put so much in terms of education, in terms of technical, in terms of agriculture, in terms of housing projects, in terms of health and everything else. So because of that, we pray for the president, and I want to let the opposition know. The president pronounced himself and said whoever will win, he has no issue. Which even me, I know those who will not win, but I know the one who will win. I know the one who will win. And that is His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Wapi 2 term ya rais? Graduates, you are voters. So can I see 2 term ya rais? Thank you very much. Thank you for Governor wetu. I know you are supporting us. Tuko pamoja, tusaidiane. For the principal of this institution, I have students I support in full scholarship program. Today I've come with checks, water and 74,000. Last week I came with others. So uchue tuko pamoja, and more close to come in. And then this great man. Ingelebiga Belgut, mi tuguk chimonge. Abaga chamwa wako. Chamwan 1 minute. Honge songo teta man. Honge ni mani. Honge ne Belgutis. So honge ne mbunge. So honge ne nganya. Kero, ya moger songe eng ground. Na ole kakur neo. Ngalekab intelligence ko nendet. Uongi ka bage train empesyo en bitonin kora en America kotokotesi knowledge nebo intelligence. Ngalekab yani bichon chombo kitambaok cheechen. Oribe songo? Amager long time nebo songo. Amu metinye competitor itoretech iribech ak echek. Ako songo ni mabo Belgut, amabo Kericho, pa Kenya. Ni bara egas kegur koba oli. So tunakuombea, tunakusupport. Siketar chomi ground. You know what I'm saying, Chief Guest? Let me finish this. Honorable Songo has been supporting me in the housing projects for vulnerable families. He's done in Belgut 5, while I've done in Belgut 3 because I have to do the whole county. Yeye hajasema hii sio kazi yangu, but he understands who vulnerable are and those who are supposed to be supported. I thank you, Mheshimiwa Nelson Koech, and I pray that the Lord will lift you to the next level. Mheshimiwa Cheres, I'm calling you Mheshimiwa. Tulisoma na yeye university, tulikuwa na yeye kwa Christian Union. Naona is leading you. Thank you for our friends who have come to join us. May the Lord bless you. Kwanyi komi komye? Kole kimi tuguli? Kole mama? Ngoberu roche. So thank you very much, sir.
Mema murenege. No, I'm just kidding. So, our chief guest, we are almost at the tail end. Allow me to invite someone who has a statement from the PS TVET. She will be represented by Director Quality Assurance, Dr. Obwara. Mpigeni makofi, Dr. Obwara.
Asante. Okay. Thank you very much, our chief guest, Honorable Onesimus Kipchumba Murkomen, the Cabinet Secretary, Interior and the National Administration, Your Excellency Dr. Eric Mutai, Governor Kericho, Women Rep, Honorable Member of Parliament for Belgut, and other members of Parliament present, and members of county assemblies that are here, the chairman of Belgut Board of Governors, the principal and the county principal that are present today, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, good afternoon. On behalf of the Principal Secretary, State Department of Tibet, I am honored and grateful to congratulate and celebrate the 2,100 skilled graduates at this momentous inaugural graduation ceremony of Belgut Technical Training Institute. This is an important milestone in the lives of our graduates, the institution, and our great country at large. I am delighted to join you all on this special occasion. From the State Department for Technical and Vocational Education Training, I'll bring you a message of goodwill and heartfelt congratulations. Your hard-earned success demanded discipline, hands-on engagement, consistency, and innovative thinking, and you gave it all yourself. To Belgut TTI, you are young, but not small. I have seen you grow, stabilize, and excel in the provision of quality, industry-responsive, and innovative training and research. Your commitment to expanding training infrastructure and personnel, modernization of equipment, strengthening stakeholder engagement, mobilizing resources, and reaching out to the youth is truly commendable. The State Department for Tibet will continue to support this worthy cause. As the country implements the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, a key pillar in solidifying our new status as a middle-income economy, the Tibet sector has positioned itself well and continues to play a critical role in producing skilled human capital across different sectors of the economy. We are the builders, innovators, and problem solvers of our nation's future. To actualize this, the State Department for Tibet has rolled out a number of targeted reforms in the sector, some of which include modernized competence-based education training, model which is highly practical and skill-based, It ensures the production of work-ready graduates and addresses the long-standing gap between TVET outputs and industry expectations. Secondly, we have a dual training policy which brings on board industry as a key partner in training. This will ensure that our graduates remain relevant to the industry in an ever-evolving environment. Third, we have recognition of prior learning initiative. Skilled workers who acquire their competencies informally will be assessed and appropriately certified. The State Department, through the Directorate of Recognition of Prior Learning, will continue to spearhead this process. All TVET institutions have already been given their annual targets in realization of the same. And lastly, industry in colleges model which seeks to solidify CBET while at the same time ensuring that the equipment in colleges are not only used for training but also for real production. This will ensure that students are exposed to the real work situations early enough, that they have the right work ethics and have the requisite entrepreneurial culture. This model is also intended to enhance sustainability in TVET by having most of the furniture, repairs, fittings, and fixtures being produced internally instead of being produced externally. I am happy to note that Belgut TTI is performing very well in the implementation of most of these reforms. Keep up the good spirit. Once more, our dear graduates, I wish you the very best as you step out into the world. I am confident that you are not only skilled, but also innovative. Go out, explore the world, find your space, and grow. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Belgut TTI. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Daktari. Please pass our message of appreciation to the PS. Our chief guest, as I conclude before I invite Governor, wacha tukushukuru. Waziri Kipchumba amekuwa rafiki yetu sana katika constituency hii ya Belgut. Hata jile ngongo yengi Kipchumba emba tunashukuru. Every time wakati tuko na shida, wakati tuko na furaha, you've been a very dependable friend of mine and the friend of the constituency. Allow me also, nasikia leo kuna freshers night. Senator Cheriot, rafiki yangu na rafiki ya constituency hii, ametuma apologies, is out of the country. Lakini ameniambia niambie president wa students kwamba students leo watapata shilingi 1,200 kutoka kwake. Unasema nini? Nimwambie nini? Asante. Na mimi nitaongezea shilingi 1,100. So students leo mtakuwa na shilingi 1,300 kutoka kwetu. Asanteni sana. Allow me now to invite our governor, Jobiri, Daktari, Dr. Eric Mutai. Karibu sana. Wapi makofi? Moja, mbili. Nasikia inafanywa hivi. Aya, asante. Karibu governor.
Lugole leo. Ole golo. Mbwekse. Fire si fire. No mercy, no man. But I'll just be very brief today. Asante sana. Our chief guest for today, my brother Kipchumba Murkomen, the area MP, all the leaders here, the management of this school led by their principal and the chairman, together with the graduates and all the graduates. First of all, on behalf of Kericho County Government, I'm here to come and say pongeze sana. Of course, together with the women who have recognized already. Tutulie kidogo. I want to say pongeze sana to the 2,000 plus graduates who today they are graduating at Belgut TTI. We join the school management and we want to extend our deepest appreciation not only to the students, but also to the guardians and the parents who have toiled and worked hard to ensure that these children today succeed. Thirdly, as the governor of this county, we are proud of your resilience and your patience, the 2,000 plus graduates. We wish you well in your endeavors. We wish you God's blessings as you venture to the next world. And we want God to guide you even as you will contribute in building the great economy of this nation. Fourthly, I would want to appreciate sincerely the principal and the teachers and the instructors of this school, together with your fellow principals who have come from different sides of this country, Kenya. The work we are doing, you are doing in your individual debates is recognizable. And we are happy that you are fulfilling the agenda of our president, which is that of bottom-up, because TIFET and FTCs represents the bottom-up agenda of the president. Nataka niseme pongeze sana, not only from me, but also from the Council of Governors, where I sit as the chair of education. Pongeze sana. Fifthly, to the graduates, I have few observations to make. Number one, tutilie kidogo mwambie kidogo tu. To the graduates, there are two things that I want to mention to you. The president has created a space, not only locally, but intentionally. We want to partner with the different institutions so that we get you foreign jobs outside this country. And as you graduate, there is huge demand for foreign skills in Europe and other nations. And what we'll be doing as county governments is to partner with the members of parliament and ensure that we avail passports and even connections for those who want to go abroad and apply their skills in abroad. Number 5, Chief Guest, Murkomen today. Chief Guest, we are building, and the president is building affordable houses. We are doing a lot of tarmac roads. We are doing a lot of constructions. And Kenya is an active construction site. This is my observation and my commitment. Together with the county commissioner, whom I'm going to have a meeting today, we will want to get a list of all the contractors in Kericho County. Those who are constructing Kapkade Stadium, those who are doing Kerenga Airport, those who are doing the stadium in town, those who are doing affordable houses. Once we do that, Commissioner, we reach to the principals and give us statistics of graduates so that we connect them to continue as post-internship in those sites and earn money. Aboyko sawa? We don't want skills to come outside the county. We want to utilize the same skills that we have labored for and produced right here in our institutions. Oh, and those that we are producing in this institution, so that these children, as they graduate, they will have ready jobs. Number 5, as a county governor today, I'll also be reaching out to industries in Kericho, from rice cement, from kaolin industries, to the tea estates and other places, so that they create spaces for post-internship for these children that are graduating in Kericho County. And they will graduate and they'll be able to get jobs and support their families. Lastly, Chief Guest. Chief Guest, I want to appreciate you very much. You are a great friend of this county. And I want to mention this before I mention about Nelson. One is that when we were constructing Kerenga Airstrip, and I still remember this very well, when I came to your office together with the leadership, there was no money in the ministry where you were the Minister of Roads. Lakini ukafanya ukarabati, until today, we are on a steady pathway of delivering an airport, the standard of Eldoret Airport, courtesy of you and that of the President's goodwill, and I want to say thank you. Equally, as we speak as a county today, the President is building 5,000 affordable houses at Chelimo, where we are doing a new town. We is equally building a Kapkade Stadium. We are equally renovating the Green Stadium in Kericho Stadium. All this points out towards creation of jobs and matching what we are training into a new space of delivering jobs for our youth and the many of our skilled labor that we have as a county. Just want to mention this. Yesterday, and I want to pass my sincere condolences to the 16 children and their families that we lost at Utumishi. On behalf of the Council of Governors, which I sit as the Chair of Education, we want to say poleni to the families. As we do so, because I'm having a meeting today, a county committee meeting of security, together with the county commissioner, we will plan to have a meeting with all the quality assurance officers from the sub-county levels so that we start to plan and map out the status of safety in our institutions so that can allow us to prevent deaths that can be prevented and not wait until it happens so that we look at it. But as we do so, I strongly want to condemn those who want to take advantage of tragedy and misfortune. I heard people yesterday shouting at the rooftops that CS Murkomen should resign because of the unfortunate incident. We want to tell them, and this is my message from Kericho County, over the years up to 2022, we had an incident in Moi Girls where like 10 children died in a very sad and tragic way. At that time, Matiang'i was the Minister of Security. Uhuru Kenyatta was the president of this country. We didn't have anybody coming and shouting Matiang'i must resign. So how is it when there is a tragedy and because the CS name begins with Kip, you start going along the highway and saying Kipchumba must resign. Kipchumba is not resigning. He's not going anywhere. He's the best CS that we can have in this country. What we are calling for is proactive approach where we come together as leadership and solve the situation, but not take advantage of crises and situations that are happening. Mheshimiwa Songo, before I conclude, I want to say thank you to Mheshimiwa Songo. Together with the area MB, today we are building a sub-county hospital in Belgut. For the first time in history, we are going to have a level 4 hospital, so short level 4 hospital, the size of Kapkatet and the size of Sigawait, because of the partnership we have with Nelson Koech. Nelson, the work you are doing from the tarmac roads, from the schools that you are building, demonstrate your strength of leadership. And as your governor, I must confess that I'm so proud of your leadership. You are worth being emulated. We wish you well, our brother, and we pray that the Lord shall continue to protect you as you partner together with the county government of Kericho. Ra, koko tuyo chobria kiasang. Kigo lenjok baibut, kuma machengereza baibut. Makilenjin baibut can I connect you pipe. Kigo take the baibut kelenji age rob kotu yak pe. Rage tiye chobri, age tiye nga. Kole chobri, omi chobri reu, omi reu, and chesang, omi you, kima kwak chemiach, and we wish you well as accounting. Nipuchi, ogo not 2 times your rise in the yano. Women look at our UDA, wabi 2 times your rise here too. Go to 2 times your rise. And this one go lay there. And this one go lay there. And the governor Kericho, go to Jabajo video. Kwa heshima tusimame as we welcome our chief guest to come and address the congregation. Thank you so much. Before the chief guest come, hata mimi wanafunzi nitawapanga na 200,000 on top of what Mheshimiwa Songo amepeana. Alama makaunti 100,000. Asante sana. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Haya, asante sana. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Asanteni sana. Dr. Eric Mutai, the governor of Kericho County, Honorable Nelson Koech, my friend, and the MP of Belgut, Mheshimiwa Women Rep wetu, Mrs. Kemei, Mheshimiwa Fred Ikana, Mheshimiwa KJ, waheshimiwa MCAs wenye wako hapa wakiongozwa na majority leader, the chair of this great institution, Belgut TTI, the principal, the various principals from all the colleges and their representatives across the country, our parents, graduates, students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's with great honor and privilege to join you today during this historic occasion, the first graduation ceremony of Belgut Technical Training Institute. This ceremony marks an important milestone, not only for the graduates, but also for the growth and development of this institution as it begins building its legacy in technical and vocational education. The growth of this institution has been remarkable. You owe this to the visionary leadership of Honorable Nelson Koech, the management, and the support of the national government. And I want to say, truly, truly, we want to thank you, Mheshimiwa Koech, Sonko, for the visionary leadership, your commitment to the people, your humility in service, and your focus and forthright in pursuing development in Belgut and in our country. I'm very proud of you, my friend, and I want to say congratulations. The great infrastructure, a student populations numbering of 800,000, an expansion of 3 campuses, all in a span of 6 to 7 years, are nothing short of extraordinary. This is one of the standout examples of what the national government Constituency Development Fund has done in our country. Allow me to sincerely congratulate the management, the Board of Governors, the staff, and the parents, the sponsors, and most importantly, the graduates, on achieving this remarkable milestone. Your success has been built on sacrifice, discipline, resilience, and determination. Many of you faced challenges along the way, yet you remained focused on your goals. Today, your hard work has paid off, and you are now stand ready to begin the next chapter of your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a rapidly changing world, shaped by technology and innovation, artificial intelligence, automation, and digital transformation. Across the globe, industries are evolving, and the demand for practical skills and technical competence continues to grow. Employers today are looking beyond academic qualifications and placing greater value on creativity, adaptability, problem-solving ability, and hands-on expertise. This is why technical and vocational education and training has become one of the most important pillars of economic transformation worldwide. Countries that achieved industrial success invested heavily in skills development because they understood that sustainable growth depends on a skilled workforce. Kenya is steadily following the same path by prioritizing technical and vocational education and training sector as a driver of industrialization, youth empowerment, and economic growth under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda and Vision 2030. For many years, technical education was unfairly viewed as a second option. Today, that perception has changed because we now understand that skills are the new global currency. The graduates before us today are therefore not mere certificate and diploma holders. They are innovators, creators, and agents of national transformation. That's why you saw even the girl that came here. We are not talking about the theory of what he studied in class. We are seeing her clothes being worn, not by anybody else, but a member of parliament. In fact, when I see what Honorable Keme is wearing, I thought it was a designer imported from abroad. And I want to say that this is homegrown here in Belgut. And I want to say congratulations because we are really seeing agents of national transformation. To the graduates, the world before you is full of opportunities, whether your specialization is engineering, ICT, hospitality, electrical installation, fashion and design, agribusiness, or entrepreneurship, your skills matter greatly to this nation. Never underestimate your potential. Never allow anyone to define your future by where you started. Some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs and innovators began with simple technical and modest beginnings. The skills you have acquired here can become businesses, industries, enterprises that create jobs and transform communities. Dream boldly, work diligently, and remain committed to excellence, integrity, and continuous learning. It was Steve Jobs who said that, stay hungry, stay foolish. Never reach a stage where you tell yourself, nimeiva. When you think, like KJ said, that you've scaled one hill, you remember there is another mountain. And when you go to this mountain, remember there is another mountain. And that's why when Steve Jobs said, stay hungry, stay foolish, is that the people who are hungry for knowledge will continue growing from one stage to another. But those who feel satisfied will not be able to move on. Those who feel already intelligent enough, who do not want to stay foolish, will not be able to get more knowledge. Be a crucible that is ready to receive more, and therefore continue in your excellence, integrity, and continuous learning. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to commend the trainers and the staff of Belgut Technical Training Institute for their dedication and commitment to nurturing skills and character. I'm really impressed by the prowess, the agility of your principal, and I was very happy when he took me around. And of course, the board led by the chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and the board. Nothing would have been this great without proper leadership. And this, what you see here, is a labor of those who are laboring every day to ensure that there is an institution that is focused, that is able to train, that is able to resource. I want to thank the governor and the women rep and our senator who is not here today, and the leadership of this institution for coming together as leaders who are elected in this county, together with the people of this county and the administration here, to make sure that this institution becomes a great institution. Congratulations for delivering Belgut TTI, and I believe that in the fullness of time, this place will be even a greater institution. I foresee in a very short time this becoming a national polytechnic or a next national TTI because of the work you have done to grow it. If everybody is sitting here from various TTIs and looking at the numbers, pongeze sana. To our sponsors and development partners, thank you for supporting quality technical education and skills development. Graduates, as you leave this institution today, remember that your skills are not only tools for personal success, but instruments for national development. Kenya needs your innovation, creativity, professionalism, and patriotism. The future of our country will not only be built in offices and boardrooms, but also in workshops, farms, laboratories, construction sites, and innovation hubs by skilled young people like yourselves. And before I conclude, let me say also a few more things that viongozi wengi sana wameongea hapa kuhusu maendeleo, na ni kweli kwamba Mheshimiwa Rais kwa chini ya miaka 4 amebadilisha sana sura ya taifa letu. Na let me tell you, tunaweza sema mambo mengi ambayo yamejengwa, barabara, tuseme manyumba na nini, lakini ile transformation ya kwanza kabisa yenye rais ameweka msingi ni ya universal health care. Ukiona kabla mwaka jana na juzi, mnajua ya kwamba tulikuwa tunaenda harambee nyingi sana za watu wagonjwa kuwasaidia. But because of universal health coverage, mwenye rais boldly implemented, this country is moving to have one of the best universal health coverage in the world. And imagine in less than 2 years of operation, tunaangalia ile matunda yenye inaleta. Na kwa miaka isijazo, as it continues being refined, itabadilisha sana. Na itabadilisha sura za hospitali zetu. Mnajua kwamba ile pesa inalipwa na UHC ndio inaendelea kujenga mahospitali katika sehemu zote za Kenya. Na hiyo ni njia moja ya kubadilisha mambo ya afya. Counties zetu zitaweza kununua madawa, zitaweza kujenga na kuexpand facilities kwa sababu ya universal healthcare. Mnajua rais ameweka kipaumbele mambo ya ujenzi na mambo ya nyumba. Na mnajua sio tu mahali moja, ni kwa Kenya nzima. Kutoka Northeastern to hapa Belgut. Mnajua kwamba kuna manyumba zinajengwa za hapa kwa hii Belgut Technical Institute ambazo zimetangazwa tayari, na tutafanya institutional housing itajengwa hapa kusaidia wanafunzi kuweza kuishi. Tuko pia na manyumba yanajengwa kwa Kabianga University. Hapa kwa police Social Police Station tunajenga manyumba kwa our police officers. We are about to advertise the same so that we can build houses hapo. Unajua zile manyumba ziko town, ziko kila mahali. Unaona markets yenye rais amejenga kila mahali kwa sababu ya ile resources ameweka katika affordable housing. Unajua kwamba mabarabara, mimi niko na testimony kwa sababu tulianza na Mheshimiwa Nelson Koech, tukianza hii barabara ya Kiptome na akakuja kuendeleza na Mheshimiwa Davis, na hiyo kazi inaendelea kujenga mabarabara hapa. Ikiwa pamoja na barabara kubwa sana itajengwa yenye itaanzia hapa Inamoi, iende Mboko Valley, iende mahali inaitwa Lesos, iteremuke mahali inaitwa Kondo, iende huko kwangu pahali inaitwa Flospa, Biretwa, Todd, iende Marich Pass, iende Lodwa, iende mpaka Juba. That will be a big highway yenye itatoka all the way Murwa Dikiri huko ikizunguka hapa ikienda as the next highway for the Republic of Kenya. Ndio mnaambiwa rais akisema tunaenda Singapore. Yes, nilipata mtu mmoja akaniambia mimi nataka kujipanga kuenda safari ya Singapore. Akasema nimtafutie passport. Nikamwambia hiyo safari tunapanga. Tunaleta Singapore hapa Kericho kwa kufungua mabarabara, kuhakikisha kwamba tunajenga institutions, tunafanya mambo ya maji. We want to make sure. Mnaona Mheshimiwa Rais anajenga ma stadiums Kenya mzima. Mnaona stadium ya Wajir inajengwa. Unajua Mheshimiwa Rais alijenga hii ya town hapa Green Stadium. Hiyo ya Kiblimo Rugut, lakini anataka sasa kuongeza pesa kuexpand. Juzi kabla sijatoka Ministry ya Sports tulitangaza pia stadium mpya ambayo itajengwa Kapkatet ya about 1 billion shillings. Na tayari contractor amekuja site pale. Muko Bomet inajengwa stadium. Mumeona stadium Siaya imejengwa. Mumeona Homa Bay. Mumeona Garissa. Mumeona Wajir. Hata sehemu ambazo hazijawahi kuwa stadiums before, because this president is intentional in terms of uniting Kenya to make Kenya to become a one country. Nataka niwaambie ya kwamba Mheshimiwa Rais anaendelea kupambana na kazi. Nyinyi hamtawachwa nyuma. Wakati anajenga hospitali kubwa, pia hapa Kericho itajengwa hospitali ya referral ambayo itaweza kubadilisha maisha ya watu katika sehemu hii. Mheshimiwa Governor amesema ule contractor ako kwa pale Karenga, nadhani sasa akifacilitatiwa na pesa ya kutosha ataweza kuleta ile airport ambayo itapeleka hii dunia mbele. Kwa hivyo watu wa Kericho na watu wa Belgut na watu wa Kenya, Mheshimiwa Rais anaweka kipaumbele mambo ya maendeleo. Mimi kutoka wizara yangu ningependa tu kuomba mambo machache. Ya kwanza, wale graduates tulisema kwa hapa, if you want to succeed, discipline will play a critical role in your personal success. Without personal discipline, you will not be able to go far. Na kitu moja nataka niseme ya kwamba, you must also learn saving culture. Usikuwe mtu ukiuza kitu moja, umepata contract moja ya electrician, unaenda dance na kumbu na pesa yote unakula. You must learn quickly mambo ya saving. That saving culture. Yenye ukiwa na shilingi 100, umejiambia tayari nita save shilingi 20 ama shilingi 10. Na unaweka invest for future. Wale wako na talents na skills tofauti na waomba sana kwa heshima, you must be able to save. Na kuna wezi kadhaa ambao watakujia pesa yako. Moja wao ni pombe haramu na mambo ya miadarati. Yenye imepoteza watu wengi sana ni drugs and substance abuse. And I want to say that we must, as a country, run away from these vices. Na nimemwambia county commissioner, karibu hii county, lakini utakuwa na kazi kubwa sana kuchunga, kuhakikisha kwamba bangi ambayo wakora wanataka kuuzia wanafunzi wetu, ikiwemo wenye wako kwa hii technical college, imemalizwa katika sehemu hizi. Ile pombe haramu ambayo inauzwa kwa sachets ndogo ndogo, tunataka tuhakikishe kwamba kwa Kericho imekwisha. And Mheshimiwa, sasa wewe unakuwa mtu mkubwa sana, County Commissioner, you are going to work together, your county security team, to clear drugs and substance abuse na pombe haramu katika county hii. Asante sana Bwana County Commissioner. Ya pili, ningependa kusema kwamba tuko na mpango ya kuhakikisha kila Mkenya amepata ID yake na kila Mkenya amejirejista kuwa mpiga kura. Tusikue tu watu wenye tunasema sijui mbwekse 2 term, lakini kwa mfuko hakuna silaha yenye unaweza kufanya hiyo decision. Amaja wasoma kupiga Kericho. Kitinye saa hizi mite saa hizi mobile registration eta sata ngoroni nekikoitoi ngalekab IDs. Kitinye biik che nekit 1,200 che mite Kericho che kikoit kenyisiek 18 koba barak amatinye kibandok. Amache asomok chi tugul neingen ile imiyu ametinye kibandi ametinye kitambulisho. Amache asomin kitinye saa hizi ofisaek tugul en kila ward en Kericho ini. Kamache asomok chi tugul iib inam ID nengung si inyoru nafas ilewan kandoik che imache ilewan, lakini also itoret president nenyo ngekimwoe kele 2 term itinye karik en mufuket nengung si itoretech. Number 8, amache asomok ale en exercise noton nebo IDs ak registration nebo voters kemeche keib a very keegu deliberate. Kiongozi age tugul nebo koroni nebo county ini kama chi tugul keai mobilization kehakikishan kele kakiregister biik cha kutosha. En betusiek 6 che kasirto ko kitinye biik en Kericho ini 10,000 en betusiek 6 che kakiregister, lakini kimache keyai sukuman akoi kenyoru 200,000 che metinye IDs. Alafu mi biik alak che mi yu che kibet IDs chekwak. Amache anai ale kenam ID mara ya kwanza ko bure. Number 2, ngot kibet kibande nengung anan kiboisie iibchi Susana sikokonin busa kidogo. Amache alechi mami acha iwe inamutat ID netinye Susana mete nyoke konin ID aka bure ama mamite siling netosi ikonu. Kokas? Mumenisikia? Kumwoe kele ID kenam mara ya kwanza ko bure. Kenam iwe nekukure replacement. Yani ko bure. Kama mimi acha ngot kikoite mahali Shylock anan ikochi chitabusa anan ngoilechi kana hiyo nyakonin aka kokonin Murkomen another one free. Mamitaka ko rahisi na ID mara ya pili kosiri iwe kwa tabusa ijenga ID nikipoteza. Mumeelewana jameni? Tumesema Wakenya wako na haki ya kuchukua ID zao, na wale ambao ID yao imechukuliwa na Shylock ama waliwacha kwa mzee wa busaa ama alifanyia kuchukulia deni, wajana na hiyo. ID is not a legal tender. Come we give you another ID so that uendelee na maisha yako kama Mkenya yoyote ambaye anafaa kufanya kuendelea mbele. Pia nataka niwaambie county commissioner na machiefs wetu wote, saidiana na TVT, saidiana na county government kuhakikisha ya kwamba wale wa Kenya wenye wako tayari na prior learning, wako na skills na wako market huko lakini hawana certificate. Mheshimiwa Rais ameleta ile inakuwa recognition of prior learning. Unaweza kuja hapa Belgut TTI, unasajiliwa na unapewa certificate yako ikionekana kwamba tayari wewe ni plumber, wewe ni electrician na hukupitia shule yoyote. You don't need to come back to school. Unaweza kuja and your skills will be recognized under recognition of prior learning. And I instruct all the chiefs and the assistant chiefs to work together to assist these young people who might have skills out there. Nimeomba kwamba the engineering section here, wameomba kwamba they need equipment. We know there are some equipment that His Excellency the President in partnership with President Xi Jinping wa China walikubaliana na zinakuja hivi karibuni. Mimi na mheshimiwa wenu na viongozi wenu pamoja na governor na senator tutaongelesha mheshimiwa Rais kuhakikisha tumepewa machines yenye itakuja kwa the engineering and technology sector ya hapo, nitapelekea mheshimiwa Rais. Kuna pia fedha ambayo Rais alisema ministry ita support 20 million ndio kuhakikisha infrastructure ya hii shule. Nitafuatilia kuhakikisha kwamba hiyo imeletwa ndio tuweze tukajenga tusonge mbele. Kwa hivyo ndugu zangu, nawashukuru sana. Pia nataka niseme jana nilikuwa pale Gilgil kwa Utumishi Girls Academy, na tulikuwa na changamoto sana, shida iliyotutokea ambayo moto ilitokea katika shule hiyo ambayo wanafunzi 16 walipoteza maisha yao. Mimi jana nilisema na tarudia, my condolences to the family, condolences to the relatives and friends ya wale wanafunzi 16 tuliwapoteza. Pia wanafunzi 7 bado wanaendelea na matibabu. Wale waliruka kutoka dirisha na wakapata injuries, wao wako katika hospitali, lakini they are out of danger na wao wanapata matibabu na tunawaombea wapone haraka. Pia ningependa kusema ya kwamba tuko na habari sasa kamili ya kwamba wanafunzi 8 kupitia uchunguzi imepatikana kwamba wanafunzi 8 wanakiziwa kwamba walihusika na kuchoma hiyo dormitory. Hawa wanafunzi 8 tayari DCI amewashika na watapelekwa kotini na watabaki na DCI kwa interrogation kupata full evidence ambayo ilifanyika namna gani. Pia tunajua ya kwamba hiyo institution kuna mambo ya standard procedures ambayo ilifaa kufuatwa. Number 1, tunajua ya kwamba kuna one side of the dormitory ilikuwa imefungwa ambayo ingekuwa ni exit ya hiyo dormitory, na hapo ndio wanafunzi 10, about 10 students died at that particular corner, kwa sababu hiyo kona ilifunikwa, kawekwa kufuli, ikapikwa mbao, alafu ati ni ku-expand the dormitory ndio itoshe ilete wanafunzi wengi kujaza hiyo dormitory. Na kwa sababu ya hiyo Ministry of Education will take administrative action on the leadership of the school kuona kwamba hiyo haitarudiwa tena kwa shule yoyote katika Kenya. Pia walimu wengine walipewa habari na wanafunzi ya kwamba kutakuwa na mkasa katika shule, lakini wakapuuza na hawakuchukua hatua. Pia Ministry of Education will take the necessary steps. Mimi nataka niseme hii kwa mashule yetu yote. Kwa mashule yote, please have your ears among the students. All the teachers must have a way of getting feedback. Hakuna vile wanafunzi 8, 10, 20 wanasapanga njama ya kuchoma dormitory na mwalimu asisikie ama wanafunzi wengine wazuri wasisikie. Schools must have safe ways of getting anonymous information through suggestion boxes and other ways. But also school administration must cultivate relationship with their students so that every given time they are ahead of them in getting information when something bad is about to happen in any particular institution. I must say that as a Ministry of Interior, I congratulate the County Commissioner, Bwana Kibara of Nakuru, and the County Security Team for quick response and for coordination with my ministry to make sure that we did as much as we could to salvage the situation at that point in time. And I want to thank also the Ministry of Education for the work they did to make sure that we deal with this situation. I want to condemn in the highest terms possible scavengers, political scavengers who are going around to score cheap political scores on this very unfortunate incident. I am shocked that any person, even at the first day, before even investigation is done, is already apportioning blame to this person, to the other, in the hope that they will get political gains. I must say that that is a great shame. It's such an embarrassment. It's bad manners, not the very least a person who has been taken to any position of leadership. And I must say to those leaders who have verbal diarrhea that they must read Proverbs 18 verse 7, that a fool's mouth is his own destruction. And that kind of foolishness must not be entertained in our republic. Well, I want to say that from our ministry, we will always support our institutions to make sure that we have proper mechanisms of working together to ensure that we avert matters of disaster. And today, I must celebrate His Excellency the President has signed today Disaster Risk Management Act bill into an act, and now we have a law that will help us to have a proper coordination between national government and county government on matters of disaster, and to make sure that we also continue supervising our institutions to make sure that they're compliant. I want to say also that the Ministry of Education quality supervisors that are expected to supervise schools to ensure that their infrastructure is compliant for purpose of safety must also be held into account. because they slept on their job. All those quality assurance officers and standard officers must be held into account. And I want to tell all the other officers, please be vigilant. And from today henceforth, ensure that you investigate, you ensure that you supervise, and ensure that these institutions are compliant. Ya mwisho, nataka kushukuru sana Mheshimiwa Governor Geoffrey Mutai ambaye ni rafiki yangu, kwa Eric Mutai, sorry, which is also Geoffrey is the nickname. Okay, Eric Geoffrey Mutai. Now I want to congratulate him for the work he has been doing here, and I must say he's my friend, and we must work together to ensure that Kericho moves forward. I'm happy to see you working together with the MCAs now. There has Kericho imekuwa ni makelele ni mingi sana. Imebaki sasa 1 year, jameni tuweke hiyo 1 year kwa bidii ya kazi ili tuhakikishe hii kaunti yetu isonge mbele na huyu governor na MCAs wapate nafasi ya kusukuma kazi isonge mbele. Na Mheshimiwa Nelson Koech, I value our friendship and thank you my friend for the work you are doing. Huyu mbali na kuwa mheshimiwa ni rafiki yangu wa dhati ambaye mimi na familia yangu tunafurahia urafiki wetu. Pia nataka nishukuru Mama County ambaye she is a very hard working lady. Anang'ang'ana sana kwa kazi nzuri anafanya na kumwambia kwamba she has my support as she continues to deliver to the people of this place of Kericho. I want to thank the senator who is also my friend for the work he's doing both here in Kericho and nationally, and I want to congratulate all these leaders for the job they are doing. We want to make sure that we work together. Acha mag big up Kericho ki lagok ngami Kericho amiga anane ngela saa zingine hii akasa ala kole ino kale Kipchumba ko bano kale bo Embobut, yani mongen le kabunu Embobut, yani ngianyone kongete Embobut akoi aitu yu tos ma Jehova le angako mtu wa Jehova aitu yu anya weke le takale aba Embobut anan aba ka aba chi tukul maunoto ngoboisie oboisien chini Kenya angen ala aba ka angami Kericho omika amali le ni omi yu omugi lagokab Surumbet agenge anane so ngemete siasa cho mange cho mwati kele ko pono mamite cho le North Rift and South Rift Valley kwa Kenya akeba ka ako kasi ne kiyoe saisi ketoreti president nenyo kemeche kehakikishan kele president nebo Kenya kokonyor nafas kondochi Kenya nenyo eng oret ne kararan kotar kenyisiek 10 kenyoru kondit ko bigap Kolenjin kengen kele kikitinye kandoindet nyo ne kiyachi kasi Kenya akoaiwech kasi eng kayu kemeche kenamgei keba Kipkutinak mameche siasa ongemete siasa cho kipchotikei akele kichenge nyi meche ni ukubwa neuni anan kelia mi wakati chebo tukuchot ama saa hizi ko chi age tugul ne kakekwai ko kazi ngung itoret president ak itoret raia konyor maendeleo keboisie serikali ne kitinye kotoret biik cho sikemuch kemut ngalekab safari nenyo keba tai. Number 2 amache alechok as I close I must say that County Commissioner, sorry I forgot and Mheshimiwa amenikumbusha, those cases of femicide we need to deal with them. This gender-based violence and women who are being killed in this county and all over the republic, we need to work together to make sure that children and women are being protected from those beasts that want to destroy their lives. And your work is cut out. And I'm told also there has been increased cases of car theft around this county. It is your responsibility to make sure that as a county security team, you deal with those issues and deal with it with finality. Otherwise, mumesemaje? Nirudi tena? Nirudi shule tena? Sasa mnasema nifanye nini? Sumkate mshanunuliwa. So bado mnataka niongeze kitu? Niongeze kitu kwa mkate? Kwanza nimeambiwa ya kwamba mnataka kuangalia World Cup kwa big screen. Na kuwe na ka public address. Ati Arsenal ni timu kidogo. Yaani mnashinda kikombe moja mnatupigia kelele. Na nyinyi mngekuwa Manchester United si mngetutesa. Sisi tumeshinda mingi na tunajinyamazia tu. Anyway, on a light note, I am told that you need a TV hapa. na some public address system. So kuongezea yale waheshimiwa walileta hapa ili administration iweze ikapanga polepole, walimu wetu wachungwe. Nasikia walimu wengi hapa wanajitolea, they are BOM, ndio wapate kukula kitu kusherekea also. Pamoja na hiyo TV na nini, nitawachia principal wenu 500,000 shillings ndio iongeze kwa hiyo yote, isongeshe iende mbele. Kwa hayo na mengi, Mungu awabariki, Mungu awapatie neema, Mungu awapatie baraka na mpate kazi kwa sehemu zote mtaenda kutafuta.